CROSSWALK, how's it going? As usual, I have a question for you guys. Have you ever known there was something that you needed to stop doing or that you needed to get rid of because it was dragging you down or because it was keeping you from doing the things God called you to do? Well, today we're going to learn a little bit about that. We're going to be talking about Jacob. Now, we learned in past weeks about Jacob and Esau and about how those two did not get along and about how Jacob stole. Well, he didn't really steal because you remember Esau gave up his birthright. And God's original plan was to have things go through the line of Jacob. The birthright, the promise, what their father was wanting to pass down to them. Well, we fast forward years later. And now Jacob is about to return home. But he realizes that there's some problems. And as we turn to Genesis 35, which you can find somewhere in your Bible, look it up. In verse 2, Jacob said to the household and to all who were with him, "Put away the foreign gods that are among you. Purify yourselves and change your garments. Then let us arise and go up to Bethel, and I will make an altar there to God, who answered me in the day of my distress, and has been with me in the way which I have gone." You see, there were people in his household who were worshiping idols. They weren't following the one true God. And Jacob wanted to make sure that he got his house right before he went home. And he also wanted to be able to offer a sacrifice to the Lord and ask for protection and help as he returned home. And he knew that he couldn't do that until he got things right in his house. And so that's exactly what he did. But God had something even greater than Jacob anticipated in store. As we fast forward to verse 9, then God appeared to Jacob again when he came from Paddan Aram and blessed him. And God said to him, "Your name is Jacob. Your name shall not be called Jacob anymore, but Israel shall be your name." So he called his name Israel. And God said to him, "I am the Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall proceed from you, and kings shall come from your body. And the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac, I give to you, and to your descendants after you, I give this land." God reaffirmed his promise that he made to Abraham, and that he was going to fulfill that promise through Jacob. And he changed his name to the name Israel, which was what the nation would be called forevermore. God blessed Jacob, now Israel, for getting his house right and turning to God. We want to do the same. Have a great week, CROSSWALK, and we'll talk again soon. Mrs. S., this week we learned about how God changed Jacob's name to Israel. So I was thinking about it. Maybe we should change my name for the video. What do you think of Superfly?
Nice. I think not.
Well,